Okay, here we are, Clarke Auction, for a preview of our Sunday, March the 20th sale. And as usual, for Paddy's Week, it is loaded. I had to get it in early before we started the celebrations. Anyway, starting here from a Bedford estate, just one of a pair of beautiful and large 19th century recumbent lions, they would call them. Came from Bedford, along with actually a John Deere tractor, which is on site but will be for sale at the auction. We have a lot of other marbles in the sales, as well as these two, including, of note, this large. Look at the size of this. I'm over 6 foot tall. This is by Cesare Lapini, Italian artist. Got a little bit of its pinky finger missing there. Slightly stained because it was outside, but a beautiful large, a very important sculptor, signed on the back. Over here, before we go in the main room and shock you with the amount of stuff, here we have a patinated bronze. I believe the title of it is Duck Baby. It's after an artist called Edith Barretto Parsons. We couldn't find a signature, so we're just saying it's after, but nice bronze. Moving into the main room, KEANE and all the rest of them will go with most of the other stuff for you, but as you can see, we have mounds and mounds of used furniture, antiques, mid-century, art, mirrors, sconces. Over here in the smalls, let me just show you this wonderful piece of Chinese porcelain. This is a Celadon vase. It has bats on it and other decorations signed on the base. We've got a lot of interesting Japanese and Chinese items in the sale. Speaking of bats, there's another vase with lots of bats on it. We've got some cloisonne. Moving right along here from a long way upstate in Warwick, New York, we've got a lot of Meissen porcelains, Dresden, Sèvres, Old Paris porcelain. We've got some Royal Vienna portrait plates. All of this came from the one estate. And then from Queens, we got some very nice collection of old masters and some nice old Chinese porcelains. We've got a nice lidded jar, good age on it. Up here, we've got a lot of porcelain bowls, and I think this one is nice looking. Nice turquoise, nice decoration, good age on it. Don't forget to go to our site to check it all out. Okay, let's move on now to the decorative and furniture items. We've lots of rugs. We've got Kermans, we've got Harises, we've got Sarouks. Look at this beautiful center table here. Relatively new, but bronze mounted, beautiful inlay by a company called Maitland Smith, quite a desirable company. Over here on the antique furniture, we have this beautiful chinoiserie decorated 2-drawer over 4. Nice decoration on it, nice age, raised on bund feet, and always desirable in the sale are these Louis XV1 antique marble top commodes. Sort of in the style of Janssen, a bit like my commodes, they don't close. We have 2 nice early Santos in the sale. This one's particularly nice because of the size. And it's on a stand. I believe this came from an estate over the river in Rockland County. Andrew brought that in. Moving along up here, we have a wonderful antique gilt and carved marble top pedestal with ram's heads. We've not overly desirable right now, but a beautiful little Louis XV1 style carved and gilt wood parlour set. Over here you see one chair, one armchair. Over here you see the demi-lune. And we have a little settee that goes with it. We're back on the furniture, a beautiful serpentine front, 19th century sideboard mahogany. There was a time when they'd be going bananas for this. It's got everything you want, inlay, tambour, serpentine. On top of that, nice pair of cut crystal urn form lamps. We have a nice large oak hunt table. They like these over in Ireland, they like them in Europe. Nice patina on it. Here, what they would call an oxbow plant front desk. Beautiful patina. This came out of the Bedford estate that had all the marble sculpturing as you like it. Beautiful patina, beautiful shape on it, raised on ball and claw feet. Here we have a pair. Well, here we're showing you one from Bedford again of a life-size angels, sort of small life-size Irish angels. Below here we have a nice Harise carpet. We've got antler lighting, we've got wrought iron lighting. We have 18th century French armoire. We have a nice pair of these mirrored fronts, and I would say Empire style console tables, nice with the smoked glass mirror. Once again on top, Chinese porcelains, nice. Here we have a 19th century, I suppose, Empire marble top commode. Below on the ground, alongside it, we have a Baccara carpet. We have grandfather clocks. We have 18th century continental furniture. We have little settees. In the back room, once again, as always, we are loaded. We got Louis XV1 period chairs hanging up on the wall there. We've got mahogany dining sets, more 18th century armoires, 19th century secretaries, baker's racks. Complete oak dining room set here. Marble top and iron consoles, pairs of deco chairs. A wonderful, in great condition, looks like it's been restored, empty. Coca-Cola machine, we'll fill that up with Guinness for the Thursday. Over here, lots more smalls. Wonderful, wonderful stemware. Look at this set of 13 Murano glasses here. Beautiful work on them. Then we've sets of Lalique glasses. We have B&G porcelain. We have Sevres porcelain. This here I would call our glass cabinet. Look at this, for rare to find a set of wonderful, heavy, they're called excellent St. Louis fine cut crystal. There's a set of 8 of those. We have a set of Lalique perfume bottles. Lots of art glass here. We have, I believe, Gallet cameo glass here. This is Dome. Then we've numerous other names, quite a collection of it. Here, of note, large size, we have an amber Bacanthus, signed Lalique vase, or bowl or urn, large vase. We've got more Lalique here. Before we finish, we have a wonderful large pair of KPM porcelain candelabra. And with that, I'm going to bid you adieu and wish you a very happy St. Patrick's Day. Enjoy it, and I'll see you on Sunday, hopefully, or go to clarkeny.com. Thank you.
I'd like to start by introducing one of the most important works we've had this year. We have an original oil and lacquer on aluminum by the very well-known and well-respected American artist Frank Stella. Stella was known for pushing the boundaries of paintings, and is known to have said that a sculpture is just a painting cut out and stood upright somewhere. So here we have a wonderful example of this. This was done in 1977. It's from the Exotic Bird series in which he used honeycomb aluminum, shaped, cut out, painted, lacquered. This is called Bonin Night Heron. It was purchased, I believe, in 1977 as well. We have it estimated at $80,000 to $120,000. The next piece I'm going to show you is also a contemporary work. This is by an African-American artist, Corey Newkirk. Newkirk exhibited at the Project Gallery. This work was called Shift, done in 2009, and it's actually a drawing with bleach on paper. So he's actually bleached the paper here very carefully, but still a lot of nuance, a very strong figure, strong portrait. And this was exhibited in the same year as its creation in 2009. This is estimated at $1,000 to $1,500. We have a large number of modern, postmodern, and contemporary works in this auction. Here we have a white glazed porcelain vase by Jeff Koons called Puppy. And you can see it is in fact a vase. You can use it. This is from an edition of 3,000, and it was actually kept in its original box with styrofoam lining. It's in pristine condition, signed and dated 1998 on the underside. This work is estimated at $6,000 to $9,000. I'd like to show you another work in the same sort of vein. Here we have a Klaus Oldenburg. This is an offset lithograph poster called New Media, New Forms, which we've been talking about since I started. Here it's from an edition 7 of 40, pencil sign down below. This is from the same estate as the Frank Stella. And just below, we'll move down into the 19th century. This is by Thomas Schotter Boys, and it is a watercolor on paper, Piazza San Marco, Venice. Very fine quality work. This is estimated at $2,000 to $3,000 from a Greenwich, Connecticut estate. Every Wednesday, we offer our walk-in Wednesday appraisal services in which people come in with paintings and other objects. This is one such piece that walked in just a couple weeks ago. It's a Joan Miro lithograph, a nice early work called Constellation from 1959, signed and dated. It's an approved d'artiste, nice fresh colors, a little bit of toning to the sheet. Regardless, a nice work. This is estimated at $1,000 to $1,500. We have two very interesting lots of erotic pochoirs by Gerda Wegener. I want to show you the grouping here. Each will be estimated at $1,000 to $1,500. They're wonderful, colorful images, and they're inspired by Louis Persaud's lascivious sonnets. So erotic, mostly lesbian scenes. They were originally published in 1917. So very racy for the time period. Second printing was done after, I think, interruption by the First World War. They were printed again in 1925. So a wonderful group, and if you're not familiar with Gerda Wegner, she's actually the wife of Einar Wegner, who became Lily Elbe from the film The Danish Girl, which just won Academy Awards. So a very interesting lot on many levels. Again, each one will be estimated at $1,000 to $1,500. We have an oil on canvas by the French painter Antoine Blanchard. Here we have a Parisian boulevard scene. Nice luminous bright colors done in his neo-impressionist style. Very prolific painter and very typical of his work. This is estimated at $1,500 to $2,500. Next, I want to show you a series of just 10 paintings by Robert Peterson. Each one of these is in one lot. They're from a tree series. They're original works on paper. We also have, I would say, at least 20 to 30 more pieces by the artist done in group lots. Contemporary American painter represented by the Castelli Gallery, some of them with gallery labels. Please take a look at our online catalog for the rest of the works by the artist. I'd like to then take it to an old master painting. This is a gouache on paper, at least 19th century. Very, very fine qualities, wonderful details here. Still very bright, fresh colors. This is estimated, I believe, just $600 to $900 from an estate with several other old masters. I'll show you a few in just a moment. From the same estate as the Blanchard, I want to show you this Jacques Bousseau painting. This is Honfleur Harbor. Nice, also kind of post-impressionist work. This is one of two by the artist, estimated at $800 to $1,200. Take a look at the website for the other river scene. I'd like to wrap it up by showing you two old master works that I mentioned before. Both come from the home of a heavy smoker, so you'll see they're very dark. The varnish has been completely yellowed and a big layer of grime over the surface. The first one is attributed to Philip Peter Roos. Roos was a German 17th century painter. These very much have the age. We are selling it with an attribution. We'll let the experts decide if this really is by Roos. But a lot of age here, some old repairs and restoration as expected, and a lot of details that we can see in the foreground, a traveler with his animals in the foreground, and then some distant landscape that I think once this work is cleaned will really show up more than we can see now. This is estimated at only $1,000 to $1,500. The next piece I'm going to show you is Egbert von Heemskerk. This one is called Farmer's Bowling, and actually there is an old label on the back. And though it's difficult to see, down here in the lower left-hand corner, we do actually have men throwing balls. So very interesting early work by the Dutch artist. And again, a very heavy layer of grime, yellowed tone varnish, but a really nice painting, and again, some details that I think we'll see once this is cleaned. This is estimated at $1,000 to $1,500. Please take a look at our website, as there are many, many more pieces to be seen. Thanks, and check out clarkeny.com.
March 20th has another great selection of mid-century furniture and design. I'll start right here with this gorgeous George Nakashima original double dresser. This piece right here is from 1963. Absolutely beautiful, organic, free edge slab top to this. Great size. We do have the letter of authenticity for this and the rest of the pieces, which I will show you, as well as original receipts. Some of the simpler designs will also be featured, including this turned leg center table. This is 1963. We also have a set of 4 beautiful captain's chairs, also 1963, to be sold separately in a lot of 4. This is another example of his turned leg series, I guess you could say, slightly different than the organic pieces like the dresser and the coffee table that I'll show you in a second, but has the natural simplicity that Nakashima has been known for in the past. Another example of earlier works. Here is another dresser. This was a single. A little bit of staining on top, quite unfortunate, but not a burn, probably ink, so it could probably be taken out pretty easily. Nice case piece here, Nakashima Originals. This piece as well is 1963, so an earlier piece here. This is probably the piece de resistance that is featured from the Nakashima collection that we have in the sale. This is a 7-foot long and nearly 3 foot wide English walnut slab table. Nakashima Originals, 1961. This is the earliest year of production for this type of table. So what a great example, huge in size and design and also of importance. You can notice that it has the double live edge as well as the one on the end. This is the only plain side that it has, and it just has a gorgeous, gorgeous, nice wave-like striations and a beautiful natural organic design. I'll take a break from the Nakashima for a second. This is one of my personal favorites in the sale. This is a Norwegian rosewood sideboard. Gustav Bauhaus is the manufacturer. Alf, and I'll probably butcher his name, but Ariseth is the designer. Nice finished interior. The rosewood is really, really gorgeous on this. It has such a nice grain, beautiful shine. There's almost no condition issues with this, and it really has a great feature of the skinnier depth. Usually you see them probably between 19 and 22 to 24 inches deep. This one is probably closer to 18, slightly less. Very nice streamlined piece, nice lip on the back edge. Really can't say enough about this piece. Like I said, one of my favorites in the sale. We also have a lot of other American modern pieces. This is a Robs John Gibbings for Whitcomb, 6-drawer dresser, nice double dresser here. Simple case good piece here, something that you see more often, but it is also a nice functional piece of furniture, something that I've come to enjoy seeing in the sales. We will finish off the Nakashima selection with this beautiful, absolutely near perfect example of a side table. The organic form, the top has just a remarkable patina, for lack of a better term. It's just aged very well. The wood selection was very, very well chosen by the consigners and by the studio. George himself. It has this great live edge with the lip on it, the single delicate leg, the block leg in the back. This is probably the best example of a side table that I've seen in a very long time, if not ever, and I expect this to do very, very well. We also have, besides American and Danish modern, we have other modern and more contemporary. This is a slightly more vintage piece, and it's a whole entire set. Belgian or French modern is what I will call it. It has these great details, the silver leaf that is probably a silver foil that has been redone over an original gilding. The dining table with a number of chairs, 8 I believe. This large sideboard. And we also have a silver chest that's raised on legs, which matches both of these, very nice. There's also a demi-lune console or server here, a smaller, more functional piece. Obviously all the details match from the same set. All came from the same consignor, of course, and a nice, different aesthetic than what you usually see in what we would call the modern selection. And although you see these a lot, and although this is a slightly newer, younger version of the Eames chair, the function, the style, and this design just is so timeless that it's good to see them in every sale, every other sale. We will go right here to a piece that we don't see every sale, and something that is recognizable to some but not most. This is a Paul Evans for directional executive desk. Beautiful, beautiful burl patchwork on the top. The cityscape, quote unquote cityscape, in a wood rather than a metal that Paul Evans is known for. Is missing a few pieces of veneer on the drawer tops, on the pulls, but overall very nice. It has a beautiful pewter base here. There is a signature on there. It is signed Paul Evans, but this piece is more complete than ones that we've had in previous sales, so I expect good things out of this. Nice monumental piece here. And right behind here, the Paul Evans desk is another one of my favorite pieces in the sale. A nice, delicate Eco and Luisa Parisi Italian modern bar cart. Very simple, very streamlined, but the design is just very elegant and really fits into a number of places. It could be used as bar card, tea card, obviously, side table. These trays, like I just showed you, can't come off. It's very functional, very useful, and for its age, it actually still has nice fluidity in the wheels and the movement. So something that I'll be watching closely in the sale, something that I like personally. Another designer that we have a few pieces of in the sale is Adrian Pearsall. He was also featured on our social media last week as our designer of the week, and you could check out some more information on Facebook or Instagram about him. But this is a pretty substantial sectional sofa, two-piece. What I really like about this piece is these plaques. These plaques are a great, almost whimsical, but not quite whimsical addition to a somewhat standard and sharper design. You can see the hard edges on all of these, but these with the inlaid circles and the enamel and the colors really kind of soften up the entire design and also give a bit of uniqueness to a nice large sofa. So this piece, I do expect it to do well, and after seeing a lot of the Craft Associates pieces, I really have come to appreciate this more than just at first glance. Another set of chairs from Adrian Pearsall are these two, the nice wood cap with the swoop arms, the kind of tower back that you see in a lot of his designs. It's super desirable to have a pair of these. Really great to see a nice complete set of two, especially in this style, something that I really appreciate and want to see do well as well. Right here, another Pearsall table. We do have a second round center table, coffee table by Pearsall, but this is probably one of his more recognizable ones. Very similar to the KEANE look that was coming out at the same time, but this is really good, streamlined with the kidney base, or kidney top, I should say. Really nice classic mid-century table here. So I'll finish up with a couple of the smaller pieces that we have in the sale. This, I just want to show you the shade. We do have a complete pair, so two of these. I believe it is Vistosi, Italian Murano glass shade. Has this great internal decoration and the nice fade to the milk glass or the glass to the translucent part. One is mounted as a table lamp with chrome base and one has a chrome fixture to be hung. I mean, this is just such a great pair to have, especially with this internal glass decoration. Like I said, something that I have not seen in a long time and something that I'm really happy to have in the sale. Should do pretty well just for decorative value. This is another pretty monumental, very heavy glass Murano vase, indistinctly signed, possibly Fratelli, but it has this amazing gold flecking on the interior, the red, white, and blue subtle decoration on it, and very substantial piece, very heavy, light design with a heavy weight. So just two pieces among many that we have in the smalls for the mid-century. I will see you at the sale. Thanks.
Welcome to Clarke Auction's preview of sterling jewelry for the March 20th auction. Here we have a beautiful pair of 5-candle candelabra by the Forbes Company, which is a division of the Meriden Britannia Company. A nice set here at $300 to $500. And moving on to a local Westchester estate, this is a large service of 12 of the Tiffany Hampton pattern. A nice service here with some serving pieces. And next we have a very interesting pair of arched gateway candelabra. These are by the Mueck Carey, an American silver company, estimated at $200 to $300. And one of two Mexican lots of silver in this auction. This is by Vigueras, and there are two covered vessels and this open vessel. Really interesting design here for spoons, a nice leaf form feet, beautiful repoussé detailing of rose borders and nice floral finials. And moving on to one of our Jensen lots in the auction, this is a very large service of 12 of the acorn pattern. And this is estimated at $4,000 to $6,000 with lots of extras, some serving pieces, a really nice grouping for this sale. And a Russian piece in this auction, it's in the yellow silver Russian belt with some nice inlaid cabochons here and filigree designs. It is stamped on the interior. And in this auction, we do have a large grouping of silver lots of flatware, large miscellaneous groupings. I did try to group them together by like patterns and makers. So this is all sterling silver, and if you look here from the same estate, this is a coin silver grouping. All of the makers are identified in our catalog with conservative estimates, nice groupings, large lots. And another silver flatware set is the ever popular Wallace Grand Baroque, and this is estimated at $400 to $600. One of our star lots of the silver in this sale is this pair of George Jensen pomegranate pattern candelabra. Really beautiful form, beautiful detailing, some hand-hammered finishing. If you just look at the form here, it's just so very nicely crafted with a great quality design. These are estimated at $8,000 to $12,000. And here's another smaller grouping of George Jensen from another estate. Really nice pieces, a little footed bowl. We have butter pats, a small compact. These are two of the Christmas Jensen spoons that came out in the 80s. And these are two cocktail forks, early marks. These are two Danish demi-tasse spoons and a little cocktail fork. From the same estate are all these open salts, all early marks, a nice grouping at $400 to $600. And here's one of my very favorite lots in the auction, this pair of Art Nouveau figural candelabra. Near matched pair, they have a little bit of a different gown on and their hairstyles are different, but beautiful forms, nice height, lily pad bases, and they are signed Sterling and Deposit is the maker. So here we have one of two Bailey Banks and Biddle sterling trays in the sale. This is a large oval tray. We also have a smaller round tray, but with the same beautiful pattern with all of the festoons and the floral designs, the urns, great detailing to this piece, two beautiful lots out of a local Westchester estate. And here we have a Bucciolati hand-hammered dish. A really nice form here, great detailing, signed on the bottom. This is estimated at $8,000 to $1,200. From the same estate as our Art Nouveau candelabra is this silver plate centerpiece. Beautiful cherub figures, great detailing. If you look at the interior of the bowl here, it's just such wonderful design with the little pooty in a boat with the birds and the floral surround. A great lot. There's doves on each of these handles, and it does come with this beautiful bride's basket in great condition. And this is very conservatively estimated at $400 to $600, but I do expect this to far exceed the estimate. Beginning our grouping of jewelry for this sale, we have this great lotting of jewelry that all came from one consignor who grew up in the Congo. So this is a great grouping of high carat gold that was gifted to her by her parents. So this is African gold filigree design. Originally these two were links of the bracelet, but she repurposed them into a beautiful brooch. And this is all grouped together at $1,000 to $1,500. Also one group in this sale is this coin jewelry. All sovereigns beautifully mounted to form this bracelet, accompanied by a near matched brooch, as well as this little sovereign pendant. And one of the interesting lots in this auction is this small ring. This was also by the woman who grew up in Africa, and they are said to be blue and green diamonds. They've not been tested, and it's conservatively estimated at $250 to $350. Now moving on to one of our Manhattan estates, we have this beautiful multi-strand faceted green emerald necklaces with an 18 karat gold clasp with two old European cut diamonds, an emerald and sapphire. This is estimated at $2,500 to $3,000. One of our larger mixed lots is this grouping of Southwest jewelry. There's also this beautiful carved malachite necklace with near matched earrings, unrelated, but they look very nice together. A coral cabochon squash blossom necklace, a Victorian beaded necklace, some turquoise, silver. Really interesting grouping, estimated at $300 to $500. Here we have a pair of carved shell form earrings, Seaman Shep 14 karat gold with beautiful amethyst cabochon detailings. This is estimated at $1,000 to $1,500. One of our Judith Ripka pieces in this auction, 18 karat gold, abalone shell with maybe rubies inlaid in the center. This is estimated at $800 to $1,200. This is an 18 karat gold ladies watch with a hidden ebel watch face. Nice grouping, heavy gold. And here we have a bucciolati gold, ruby, and sapphire suite. Again, this is an example of a bracelet, 2 links being taken off and repurposed to earrings, but it looks great together, a beautiful set. And here we have a multi-strand blue pearl Tiffany & Company necklace with a nice platinum and gold clasp here with the diamond accents, a beautiful piece. And here we're moving on to a small little wedding set, 14 karat gold and diamonds, really nice, beautiful at $500 to $700. And here we have 2 18 karat yellow gold near matched bracelets, nice with diamond accents, sapphire and emerald cabochons in the center, look great together or on their own. And from the same estate is this 3-piece Tiffany & Company suite of jewelry. We have the matched bracelet and necklace, sterling and 18 karat yellow gold, as well as this little sterling link bracelet, all marked Tiffany & Company. A second Judith Ripka 18 karat gold necklace in the sale at $800 to $1,000. And here's a large grouping of all antique jewelry. We have some mourning jewelry, Art Nouveau, a little garnet ring, we have some jet black, a very interesting little brooch here. This little piece is removed and it can actually be used as a toothpick, is what the consignor told me the story was behind this piece. A moss agate pendant, a lovely ring here with the gold faceted to mimic rays of sunshine with the center diamond. A nice grouping. And last but not least, I'll end on this George Jensen grouping of sterling. 2 rings, 2 pairs of earrings, a beautiful brooch, all sterling silver, estimated at $400 to $600. And that wraps it up for my sterling jewelry section of this sale, and we hope to see you on March 20th.